Hey folks, Sylvia's here. I'm doing this quest to show something off for my Tibia videos. Now, it's a good quest regardless, but there's something specific in it for my Tibia videos that I wanted to point out. So anyway, here we go. Ulfgar has a permanent scale etched on his face. Speak quickly, trouble is well afoot, and it always falls to me to snatch the bacon from the proverbial fire. I've literally never heard that phrase before. Are you here to help or gawk, girl? Speak up. What in Zendrick are you talking about? Ulfgar runs a hand through his thick beard. A rube, eh? Perhaps this is a fortunate day for me. You know nothing of the trouble we face? Nothing at all, but I'm not sure I like where this is headed. Fear not. I do not expect you to set off down a dark and perilous path without hope of reward. House Kondarik is wealthy and powerful, and we richly reward those who risk all in our service. And that is what you must be prepared to risk. I'm interested, all right? Don't be coy. Just say what you need. The woman asked me to banish coyness from my speech, then coyness be gone. One of our digging enclaves in the hills, a long-term expedition camp built to explore lucrative sites in the area, has suffered a disaster. As dwarves are often inclined to do, we kept our troubles secret too long and tried too hard to handle them ourselves. Now our hopes of recovering our investment are grim indeed, but your presence brings a glimmer of hope. I'm listening. Indeed you are, and I'm grateful for your open yet careful demeanor. Ulfgar clears his throat. A week or three ago, an exploratory delve into a cavern of Zendrick ran afoul of trouble. The prospectors, diggers, miners, and appraisers on the dig all ran mad and disappeared. Worry was already spreading through our house when the branch bank at the dig site lost contact with their network. Lost contact? Aye. All House Kondarik banks are magically linked. They never just drop out of sight, but this one did. We dispatched a team of stout rangers, and they returned to us reporting the worst. The site has been overrun by the undead. We instructed them to seal the dig site and cordon off the area. It's not a matter for the Silver Flame? Ulfgar laughs bitterly. Aye, the Silver Flame would raise our camp, burn our supplies, and destroy everything we gained from our labors just to be safe. But the Lost Delvers were on the trail of incredible riches, precious to the ancient giant kings of Zendrick, and I will not sacrifice our stake to blind faith and fanaticism. We do not need our raging inferno of Silver Flame. We need a clever lass like yourself to find out what happened to our explorers, perhaps even destroy their bane and revive Kondarak's hope of profit. Are you interested? I'll do it. How do we get started? Well, you will not regret this. I shall arrange your passage to the outskirts of the dig. Ex-Lord Gunnarsson waits there with his companions, guarding the fallen site and making sure the undead stay contained, and he will inform you further of the situation. You must track Axelrod and do as he requires. Alright, here we go. Ugh. Well, hopefully I can pull this off at level 10. There's actually a good chance that I can't. By the way, this is like, also, just throwing this out there, this is like one of my favorite quests. It actually, like, it's not scary, but it borderline, like, creeping me out, which, to be honest, is kind of impressive.
Only 2 dwarves can be seen in the survivors' camp. Fortunately, Axelrod appears to be one of them.
If you intend to enter the cursed outpost, you must first speak with Axelrod. Well, that was helpful. This land is claimed by House Kondarik, stranger, and there's not a speck of dirt here for prospectors, squatters, or freebooters. In fact, I can safely say that you'll find nothing here but death. You'd best leave at once. I've been sent here by Ulfgar de Kondarik. Are you not in his service? Ulfgar sent you. Oh, host be praised. No offense if you follow the Silver Flame or some other faith, for I'm in no position to distinguish between rescuers. You are here to venture into Korromar's excavation? Yes, Ulfgar said it has fallen to evil. Aye, that was my finding. When the Korromar outpost stopped communicating with House Kondarik, my party was dispatched to investigate. The whole excavation has been overrun by undead. We could not learn more without exposing ourselves to grave danger, so we've been hanging back and waiting for reinforcements, and here you are. Here I am. Let me pass on and do what I can to untangle this disaster. Alright.
Pylons topped with dim, ever-bright stones line a walkway that bears signs of recent carnage.
The undead have an enormous amount of HP. And an enormous amount of damage reduction. So yeah, it's an optional to kill all the undead around here. Oh my god, these guys have so much HP. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm doing so little damage. Actually,
A chilling and noxious breeze wafts from the surf. Large, noisy turbines sit motionless atop the entrance, no longer pumping fresh air into the tunnels.
yeah, if I had a monk weapon that was like considered a slashing weapon, I think I would actually be using it right now. Oh my god. I mean, the upside here is that they're barely hitting me. The downside is that, oh my god. I'm gonna be here till tomorrow. Oh, really? Reinforcements. Actually, all in all, this is kind of annoying right now. Good lord, man. Oh, I just got diseased. You're kidding me. I killed the ghoul. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, the definite upside to all this is that I'm not really dying, but still. They have so much HP. And so much damage reduction. Oh my god. Like, I just hit for 7 there? I'm hitting like 7 to 15. It's like, what is my actual damage? Yeah, so my actual damage is what? 2.31d6s plus 18, and I'm hitting for a maximum. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, at least I'm not diseased any longer. Also, the upside is that my elemental damage is getting through, so I mean, it's not a complete disaster. It's just mostly a complete disaster.
A lone dwarf huddles beside a small campfire ahead. He looks haggard and regards you warily.
Okay. You look alive, but are you? It's been so long since I have seen another living soul. I thought I might go mad, but you are real. What happened here? I arrived on a caravan from Stormreach weeks ago. It wasn't long before the veteran diggers told me about a magical disaster that happened before I got here. Negative energy, they just called it. Exploded out of the excavation and washed out everyone and everything here. They say it was terrible, like watching yourself die. You weren't exposed to that energy? Nay, my caravan was the last to arrive. We watched as the rest of the workers, the one who were exposed to the disaster, sickened and lost hope. When the undead started taking us in the night, we knew they were our former friends. Finally, the Hammer Crush brothers rounded up the last stable workers and sealed the outpost gates. We knew not whether they acted from madness or reason, but we were too scared to argue. How did you escape the outpost? You can get in through the sewer entrance here. There's oozes and slimes down there, maybe attracted by the same curse that destroyed our expedition. I don't know. After the Hammer Crush brothers finished their work, well, I can't talk about it. They're dead now. The last few holdouts from my caravan fled into the sewers. Most were devoured by the slimes. In the end, just one other survivor made it out. Where is the other survivor? She was badly hurt. She found a resting place not far from here where she said she'd be safe. I begged her to keep walking just a little further. I think she was in shock, but when the night coming on, I left her. Have you not returned to look for her? Ah, there's no use. Later that night, there was a flash of light, a terrible scream. I heard her voice just once more, but it was horribly changed. Why did she not stay with me? It was wrong, all wrong. You look into Olaf's tormented eyes and realize he's on the brink of madness. You must get away from here, Olaf. Your friends would want you to survive. Olaf sighs and squares his shoulders. Yes, life is better than death after all. I will leave this place and never return, except in my nightmares, I dare say. May the Sovereign Host bless you. If you go into the outpost, you will face a horde of undead. Perhaps you can activate the outpost traps and defenses against them. But I wouldn't know how to do that. I was just a digger, that's all.
Olaf lumbers toward the exit, presumably glad to leave Korromar for good.
We do have a restaurant here, which is nice. And I believe this is
stagnant pool of water has become a breeding ground. It seethes with leeches and insect larvae.
I believe this is the lady the guy was talking about. I believe. Well, now she's made out of a giant statue. God. And I can't score critical hits on these dudes either, which is reducing my key generation.
Have been cleansed of all undead.
Which is unfortunate. Alright. Well, we're not going in that way for sure. So yeah, I gotta go through the sewers. So yeah. Hopefully less zombies, more ghouls, and things like that. Because the zombies, with their damage reduction, are just absurd.
The air here is heavy with an unidentifiable ooze leaks through the sewer grates, collecting in small cracks and pools along the floor.
Monks do well with oozes, again, because of our lack of...
The pools of ooze suddenly come to life.
Oh, snap. Well, as I was saying, monks generally do pretty well with oozes because we don't have metal weapons. Obviously, my type of ninja monks will have problems with oozes. Because we don't have metallic weapons. So, we don't have to worry about our... can I just get the heal, dude? Thanks.
It appears that some of the undead workers from the surface have made their way into the sewers.
Well, yeah, so our weapons don't get eaten by the metallic eating, like, acid aspect of the guys. In the same vein, our armor isn't made out of metal, so it doesn't get damaged either. And then, if you hit oozes with slashing weapons, they divide. I think the way it works is, like, they split their HP in half between the two parts of them, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty much always a monk, so I never really have to worry about that.
The sewers turn sharply ahead. The offensive's stench does not relent, though the sound of rushing water echoes loudly. Dread fills your stomach as the murky water froths beneath you.
Well, it looks like they're damaging my armor, though, which is not cool. I like how, my, like, healing key, the symbol it has, is based off of the size of the monster. So on larger enemies, it's just a larger symbol. But yeah, like I said, wow, okay, so they are damaging my armor. I guess I was wrong about one aspect of that. But yeah, generally speaking, we do pretty well with oozes. Like, a barbarian with a great axe or something like that would have a much harder time. Really? Major save against my Jade Strike. Good for you, I suppose. I mean, I'm irritated, don't get me wrong. These guys have so much HP. Alright, nothing. Nothing. I'm sure there's gotta be something.
The color of midnight creep along the floor and walls.
Black puddings are the ones that split furiously. In fact, just to kind of point it off, I'm gonna switch to my thing. Yeah, see how now there's a whole bunch more of them? I don't know if the copies count as multiple kills. What do I got? 36, it looked like. Okay, yeah, the copies don't count. And I have 35, not 36. Kill this dude. We are gonna drop down here. Like, this room doesn't suck.
Sleeping glass spiders dangle from their webs up ahead. You'd best watch your step.
Two of them. These guys are considered vermin-type monsters, just for the record. So my, like, Smite Tainted doesn't actually do anything for them. I appreciate the fact that they're not attacking me, though. That's kind of awesome. I have no complaints about monsters that just aren't going to attack me.
The Korromar sewers have been cleansed of the glass spider infestation.
I don't know, are the babies counting as kills? I have 40. Babies don't count as kills. That's a shame. The egg sacs count as breaking things? No, they don't do that either. If you're concerned about the poison effect, by the way, you can
Here the sewer abruptly ends. You see no sign of an exit from this section of the tunnels.
Right. Yeah, if you're concerned about the poison, you can use a ranged weapon. I suggest everybody, no matter what your class is, get yourself a returning weapon, a throwing weapon of some type that you're capable of using. If you're like a wizard or something like that...
The Korromar sewers have been cleansed of all undead.
Detect secret doors. I think this is locked up, yeah. And I have no way of unlocking it, regrettably. By the way, yeah, like I suggest everybody just get a returning weapon. They're pretty cheap. You can get a dart, a throwing axe, throwing hammer, knives, shuriken, whatever. Get one of them for just pulling monsters and things like that. It's always a good idea to have one. And if you're actually capable of using it well,
a hallway
even
thick
better.
with spider webs stretches before you.
There's a lot of spider. And they're kind of hurting me. Well, to be fair, again, this is like a level 10 quest right now. And, like... wow. There we go. Level 10 Elite is completely different than level 10 normal. So, like, if you go into a level 8 quest on Elite that ups it to level 10, that is going to be way harder than an actual just level 10 quest. Trust me on that one. And that's before you even include the fact that, like, the champion
Ropes
monsters
dangle into the sewer from a grating within the outpost. They're slick without.
Wow, these spiders are, like, wrecking. But yeah, that's even considering before you consider the fact that you get the, like, the champion type monsters and stuff like that on the game.
Reanimated corpses and other foul beasts infused with negative energy. Some of the undead are bearing rusted digging implements, wearing tattered Pandaric insignia.
Oh.
This was the fate of dwarves who never escaped the dig.
Alright. This is not great. I feel like I gotta be killing the right priests first. Let's prioritize them. Oh boy. Yeah, you know, I knew that there were incorporeal undead in this quest, but I just completely forgot about that fact when I was, like, deciding to do this quest. I definitely should have brought an item that can effectively kill those guys, and I did not. That was definitely a my bad situation. Alright. This, I think, opens up the door so that I can go back out to the main area if I need to. Actually useful because that's where the rest shrine is.
These ever-bright pylons glow with a dim and uncertain light, as if their enchantments have been eroded by more powerful magic.
There's a chest over there. Let's kill the Korromar first, since I can actually kill him in a meaningful amount of time. Dudes have so much HP and so much damage reduction. It's killing me a little bit inside. Oh. Now there's one aspect to this quest that I'm not 100% remembering perfectly right now. So we're gonna kind of roll with it. I think that chest that's over there has a key in it. I just pushed through it. And I think that key opens up a chest that I know where it's at, but I forget exactly how to get to it. That's like considered an optional thing. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the chest that I'm talking about, though, the one that like isn't optional and you don't actually have to go get it. I think. I know there's an awful lot of my things right now. This is gonna be pretty bad if my my armor gets destroyed. Let's kill the Wraith, since even with its incorporableness, it'll still die faster than stupid Fallen Orc. It's so much HP. 6 damage? Seriously? Oh, hey, look, the white. I've been prayed. Good. At least that'll help me kill him faster. Because he's helpless. Makes him take extra damage. Which is, like, supremely relevant in this situation. Whoops, did not mean to use something that's there. I don't understand, why is my Robe of Winter getting, like, destroyed so fast? Okay, so it does drop a key here. I was pretty sure it did, but I just wanted to double check. Whoop. What are you doing, friend? Crowd me. Now, I know there's optionals in this quest, like actual optional, like, named bosses of sorts. What I don't remember is whether or not they always show up or not. If they do always show up, there's going to be one right around here. See, judging by the treasure chest over there, I'm going to venture a guess that they always show up. So there should be an optional here. Right by the, like, path down.
Destroy the thick fog rises. The specter of Ardagor, the Grudge-bearer, bars the way ahead.
Oh. Awesome. Yep, time to call my hireling. A champion named Incorporeal Monster is a nightmare of mine right now. The fact that the hireling's just cool if it's like hitting him over and over again is kind of
awesome. You destroyed Adorgar, the Grudge-bearer.
Too bad he didn't drop a second chest. He did drop one though, so good enough. Too bad I didn't get a slashing weapon. Almost blocked. There we go. I just wasn't close enough.
A massive sprawl of excavation sites is spread out before you. Scattered packs of undead lurch along the paths that connect the dwarven shafts descending into the earth.
Search the southern, western, northern, and eastern dig sites. Discover the evil within the dig site. Okay. You can, if you're so inclined, just hop down there. I would deeply suggest not just doing that. I would go to each of these positions.
This is the southernmost excavation site. You may find clues within.
And clear them all first. Just because you never know when you're going to pop out already injured or something like that and then be surrounded by enemies. Personal suggestion.
From
There's
this
also
vantage point,
potentials
you
for
can see the
actual
walls of-
optionals here.
This is the westernmost excavation site. You may find clues within.
So you might also get yourself with an optional, and that would be not great. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. And you're dead. And I don't even know where you came from. But now guess what? You're dead. You hit me for 1 damage. Congrats, dude.
This is the northernmost excavation site. They find clues within.
Too bad I'm not getting any of the optionals here. See, I'm not sure if that other optional dude was always there or not.
Before the excavation was overrun, the dwarves unearthed these massive stone steps into the earth.
I really wish I had played better on pretty much every conceivable metric. Bringing a ghost touch weapon would have been great.
This is the easternmost excavation site. You may find clues within.
Here. Okay, I knew there was a raid. Did not know there was a white also, but I knew there was a raid. Alright.
Chills go down your spine as you approach the central dig site. You spy a book resting on nearby crates.
I'm just missing all of my key punches, which is awesome. I tried to Jade Strike it, incorporate it. I tried to Healing Key it, incorporate. Alright. I think that's everything. So yeah, now I'm gonna go take these dig sites one at a time. By the way, it says that they're optionals. They're really not. I think, to get into the main one, you have to, pull various levers and do various things that are in each of these. Also, this is one of the older quests where the, underground area isn't showing up on the map.
Well-crafted supports reinforce the entryway of this dig site. Ever-bright lanterns hang from the ceiling and cast wavering shadows on the walls.
So it's going to be kind of confusing to use your mini-map to navigate through this, so don't expect to be able to really tell where you're going at any point. In other words, it's a regrettable situation. Alright.
You hear a faint whisper.
The way to order is the way of the Codex. Read its words aloud.
So I need to read the Devani Codex.
You feel an unsettling desire to fling yourself bodily into the pit. It seems to beckon you forward.
Yes, I want to throw myself into the pit. Ugh. Oh, he jumped back at the most annoying time possible because it made me miss my Jade Strike. So many boxes and barrels to break. Interesting that not one of them... There we go. I was gonna say, interesting that not one of them dropped anything. Dead end, okay.
You are dizzy by the stench of rotting and singed flesh wafting from the depths of this pit.
Any more? That is called a flesh render. It's an evil outsider, specifically of the demon variety. You can also see it's, a boss in name. You can also tell it's a CR, oh god, I'm dying. Oh, there goes my stupid armor, getting more damage. This quest is gonna get way worse when my armor breaks, just for the other people. So yeah, it's a CR 17. which in normal D&D terms means that it's a fair challenge for a party of 4 level 17s. Considering I'm level 9, it'll be fun. That said, if I can get really lucky, I can just dismiss it. Yo, please. Oh. Oh. That was intense. That was intense. I wasn't actually expecting the additional troops, which I think made me miss a couple of my hits, but yeah. Alright, we got my chest. Giant slaying arrows, shurikens, clever ring of wizardry. Kind of junk all around, that's a shame. Alright.
The tattered journal describes the discovery of the mysterious Da'anvi Codex at the southern dig site.
Colvis and I made an amazing discovery that forced us to call upon Agatha and Vilron. She is far from easygoing, but her knowledge of ancient giant magic is unmatched. Agatha translates the name of the discovered tome as the Da'anvi Codex, and says it contains secrets of planar magic never before found in the relics of the giant kingdoms. Could these giants have been trying to avert the disaster that engulfed their race, or did they perhaps bring on the disaster themselves through their experiments? Either way, the Da'anvi Codex is a powerful relic of law, capable of holding the chaotic influences of the darker planes at bay. We dare not tinker with such power until we study them further. Therefore, Agatha has agreed to seal the tome away from anyone who lacks her formidable intelligence. That was not the actual codex.
A brilliant light illuminates a heavy comb on a lectern. The lectern is spotless, as if recently and lovingly polished.
That is the codex.
As the words from the exposed page of the Da'anvi Codex are spoken aloud, a sense of perfect order floods the area.
Zoriat is the name for the, like, the plane of madness, I think it's called. The, like, chaotic plane of insanity, essentially. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this quest, by the way, and its relevance to Tibia, is because Tibia has Bone Lords, which are basically just beholders. That down there is a beholder. At least I think it is. I think it's in there, but yeah, somewhere down there is a beholder. And I brought this quest specifically up so that I could show my Tibia players what a real beholder is like. Because the Tibia beholders, again, called Bone Lords, but let's not mince words. They're Bone Lords. Or, they're called Bone Lords, but let's not mince words. They're beholders. The Tibia beholders are nowhere near the power of a real D&D beholder. Got some soldiers in there.
You shudder as a sense of impending doom pervades your mind.
So yeah, now we pop out here. By the way, that Agatha lady named in the that journal I just got, I believe she was an optional that could pop up around here. She was a white priest. What is this? The Western? I kind of can't see it because my my guild buffs are overflowing it.
An alien impulse rushes into your mind. A door seals this well-lit tunnel at the far end. Your eyes are also drawn to a dark alcove.
Blackbone. These Blackbone dudes, by the way, are resistant to fire. I think the idea is that they were skeletons that were burned. At least I think that's the idea. Alright, you're dead. Potion of cure moderate wounds. That'll take me far in life. I have aggression, but not any of the ransack yet. That's surprising. I think... Ooh, nice. I think there might be an optional around here. I think.
As you near the landing, you see several tunnels leading away from an underground lake. Two zombies guard a conspicuous door on the far side of the cavern.
Because I see a chest over there. Anything over here yet? There we go, the book.
The tattered journal relates the strange history of the Flame of Turian, located somewhere in the western dig site.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Is he dead now? Okay, I think he's dead now. Alright, let's finish reading this. Translations of the etching lead us to name the brazier the Flame of Turin, after the giant summoner who was once its keeper. The brazier was empowered by magical conduits which have been disordered and severed. Its flame would have burned perpetually when these conduits were whole, but Turin's flame has probably not been lit for many ages. The etching suggests the Flame of Turin has properties of demon banishing, and given the disturbing events at other dig sites, we have considered relighting it, but none of us have been able to restore Turin's magic. The etchings depict him as a charismatic and powerful mage, much akin to a modern-day sorcerer. 'Tis a pity our camp sorcerer is a half-charlatan at best, without the charisma to bend a frog to his will. Well, it happens. Yeah, I mean, dwarves aren't really known for their high charisma. They don't really make for great sorcerers. They do, however, make okay, pretty much, fighters and rogues and everything else. Just... stupid fight. There we go. Oh, I'm cursed now, too. So I got constitution damage. I'm cursed. I'm not doing so hot right now, for sure. Let's get my Harley over here. I don't know if he can remove my curse, but let's hope he can. Okay, well he did just remove my curse, good for him. Now I think we're gonna go for a swim. Because I think there's an optional over here. Spot for you to breathe if you need to. Yep, optional.
The specter of a dead prospector drifts aimlessly through the caverns.
Oh, that's kind of awesome. Even though he's made out of jade right now, he's still a portal, which is amazing, but yeah.
You destroy the prospector.
Too bad he didn't drop a second chest. Oh look, I got hair dye. That's interesting. What an odd thing to find. Now I'm pretty sure he's always there, but like I said, he's an optional. I'm not really sure. I can check the wiki afterwards. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure if I alt-tab out of this game, it crashes. Or it crashes when I try to come back in. Blackbone Knights. Killers. Alright, Killer's better. So Cloud Kill's a fun spell. If you're low enough level and you're in it, you just die. If you're high enough level and you're in it, you take constitution damage. And if you're an even higher level, it does basically. So the upside is it didn't kill me. The downside is, though, it didn't reduce my con. And con gives me additional HP, which is unfortunate, but it also affects my Oh, snap. Okay. I kind of wasn't expecting a mass placement.
The flame of Turian burns steadily once again. A feeling of peace spreads through the room.
That was kind of funny, though. Alright. Can you restore my con damage? Doesn't look like you can. Too bad. So there's the Divani Codex. Come at it in the same spot. What you have to do in this quest here is you have to hit each of the like dig sites has a that would be the other 2 dig sites, the northern and eastern ones. All of them have a thing, and then after you hit all of them, it opens up that. And then when you open up that, it opens up that teleporter. It gives you an opportunity if you want to like go out and rest or something along those lines. If things go incredibly poorly, you can always run out, I think, to that rest shrine. I think for some reason though, I think it might it might put a barrier behind you. I can't say for certain. Oh, snap.
The air seems difficult to breathe, as if it is thinner here than elsewhere in the excavation.
I was gonna say, I know there's something in there. I feel like I'm getting the incorporeal mischance way more often than 50%, just for the record.
You think you hear a regretful voice moaning, "The mirror is the prison, it must be set aright."
You guys always start with a prayer. Ah, got me good. Yay, treasure bag, funerary token. Alright, what do we got? I think... Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's a red shrine in this one. There's several... There are several rush shrines. Alright. Call my hireling over for this.
The tattered journal reveals that the northern dig site contains the tomb of the philosopher.
By the way, reading these things are what's triggering the optional search the sites, by the way. At last, we have achieved a breakthrough. I mean this literally, for our diggers broke through a collapsed tunnel and into a burial chamber earlier today. The chamber is very odd and bears further description. The central sarcophagus is inscribed with a single word, philosopher, written in the giant script, with naught else to identify its owner. On its lid, a cunningly carved face peers curiously towards a mirror on the foot of the sarcophagus. The mirror has been shaken loose from its frame, perhaps by an ancient earthquake, and no longer reflects the carved face properly. I think the philosopher must be angry about this, for our workers reported voices and vibrations from the earth beneath the chamber. But neither I nor my brother Horace can lift the enormously heavy mirror back to its seat. Even mighty Oglethorpe, whose strength has served us well, was unable to budge the monstrous thing. Too bad Oglethorpe became a specter, and I had to kill him again. Oop, boxes I missed. I'm pretty confident there's things I'm not going to appreciate down there.
You see an enormous eye staring from the lid of an upright sarcophagus into an oddly angled mirror.
It's one of the Hammer Crush brothers. And it's it. Blissful agony at an end. I am no more. Whoop. Ascends the living. Let's end this life. Armored whites. Much like Jacoby Drexelham was.
The philosopher's mirror has been angled so it perfectly reflects the face of the sarcophagus.
Oh, nice. Out of Wizardry 5. That'll be some good crafting material. Glad I picked that one up. And we just have one more to go, plus the boss. Now, the boss is going to be incredibly dangerous. There isn't really a good strategy for beholders. The way beholders work in this is they're similar to tibia beholders. They float, they have one big eye, they bite people, and they have a whole bunch of little eye stalks. The eye stalks each shoot various spells. I forget exactly what the spells are. I'm pretty sure one of them just is Disintegrate. I know one of them's like Telekinesis. I think they can do Charm Person.
A soft glow from behind a group of ancient pillars helps light the way through the tunnel.
But I know a couple of them are instant death
A
effects,
vision assails your mind in which a wizened giant pours crystal clear water into ceremonial urns. The vision is intense and vivid, and fades within moments.
So yeah, they're kind of like problematic. Normally you would use, there's a spell called Death Ward, because Death Ward prevents you from getting hit by instant death effects.
Another vision invades your mind. The wizened giant blesses and anoints another at an altar, while a host of acolytes chants softly. The vision quickly passes.
Come on, thank you. Jeez. Can we just kill this dude? Thank you. Alright, there we go.
A final vision shows the wizened giant lying dead upon his own altar. Around him, the once sanctified urns are overflowing with crimson blood. The horrific vision finally passes.
Now, so Death Ward is a spell. I'll read that once I finish what I was saying. It's a spell. It's a pretty solid spell. It prevents you from getting killed by Disintegrate, Slay Living, and other various effects that are like that. I'm going to actually use some of my time to rest here. It also prevents you from getting hit with negative levels. And one of the things beholders do is they hit with negative levels. If your negative levels ever equal your actual level, you just die. So in my case, if I get 9 negative levels, I'm just dead. Also, getting hit with negative levels like reduces your save, so it makes it more likely you'll get hit with additional negative levels, or that you'll just fail your save against a Slay Living or a Disintegrate or something along those lines. So in that sense, beholders are pretty dangerous. Normally, though, you would throw up a death block. The problem with that is the beholder's center eye constantly is shooting out a cone of anti-magic. So if you cast Death Ward on yourself and then the beholder looks at you, you just won't have Death Ward anymore. Which is a problem for like parties that rely on like a wizard or a cleric to throw a whole bunch of buffs. The beholder will just instantly destroy the buffs. Now, if you can get lucky and stay behind the beholder for the entire fight, and it doesn't look at you, you'll keep your buffs and you'll potentially keep your Death Ward. Now, I don't have Death Ward, so that's irrelevant to me. What I do have is Death Block, and Death Block will protect me from instant death effects. But it won't protect me from the negative levels. So if he keeps hitting me with the negative levels, I'm dead. Furthermore, his anti-magic cloud will prevent spells from being cast. My key strikes aren't considered magic, but my hireling's healing is considered magic. So my hireling won't be able to heal, and my hireling won't be able to raise me from the dead if I die.
The tattered journal at the eastern dig site describes ominous events surrounding the altar of Kalilan.
The health and well-being of our explorers continues to deteriorate. Many diggers have deserted camp after complaining of evil nightmares and daytime visions. We are forced more and more often to rely on Oglethorpe, who alone is willing to delve into the deepest chamber we have uncovered, and who somehow frightens his men into following it. They report the discovery of a desecrated altar, which Oglethorpe calls the Altar of Karlan. I have not dared to ask him where he learned its name, for Oglethorpe knows nothing of the giant etchings or how to translate them. He drinks too much at night, and sometimes I expect to wake up and find him gone from camp. I do not know whether he would flee into the jungles or into the ruins that have captured his thoughts. So captured his thoughts. Am I? Alright, ransack and onslaught. Good.
Jumbled visions of befouled water and a tainted altar flash through your mind.
Too bad I wasn't able to dismiss him. It is, however, cool that my you actually have to use the befouled urns, by the way. Woo! I was gonna say I used Jade Strike on him there at the end, hoping that like I could actually get him with Jade Strike, and it didn't work, but it did add the final amount of damage for him to just die, which was kind of funny. Tried the urn. You can actually, if you have a hireling, you can tell your hireling to use these too. If you're like really looking to make things go slightly faster, you can be using one while your hireling uses another. Got Flaming Light Mace of Vertigo. Essences are always good to have. Whoops. Totally forgot that there was going to be more enemies on the side when I told my hireling to do things. Hee hee. I'm sure there's more in there too. Right? Yep, I knew there was more enemies. I got prayer! Get it, Samuel Merrick. Alright, last one, I think.
All the urns within the dig site are blessed, though the curse on the altar remains. The altar of Kalela.
Okay. Leaving only peace in its wake. These things look like they're full of peace. They're just overflowing with peace, let me tell you. So yeah, since my hireling is going to be largely ineffective against the Beholder, and since most of the threat of the Beholder is the fact that it, you know, has tons of instant death effects, I'm gonna just send my hireling straight into the fight.
With a flip of the magical switch, the barrier into the great arena lowers.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull these guys out. No! No. I do not want my hireling running in that early. Miss? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I do not need a whole bunch of knights running interference with me while I'm playing with the Beholder. Crap. Okay, switch to my actual punching weapon and stop throwing stars from point blank range. So it's definitely not what I want. Alright. I will do Fire, Holy Fire, so that I can get the boost to my saves and hope that that makes a difference against the Beholder. Are you kidding me? There we go. Yeah, and hope that that makes a difference against the Beholder. Oh, God. I pushed the wrong button. Alright. I don't know if it'll override a summoning. We're gonna bring the summoning in anyway. I don't know if the anti-magic will just blow it away. Alright, let's roll. Negative levels. Kill it, hireling! Kill it! Oh, my hireling died. That was kind of awesome. I just gotta throw that out there. That was pretty awesome. Could be, alright. Yep. That went over well. I died immediately. What even hit me? I think... Oh, jeez. So, what actually hit me? How far up do I have to go to the point where I died? Let's just go to the top and see what happens. Okay, so... Alright. Yeah. Hit me for 16 damage. You attack with the Beholder for 19. Yeah. I hit him. You hit him. He anti-magic cones me. Yeah. Samuel Merrick is hit. You attempt to save versus telekinesis. You roll. Okay, I made my save. You attack the Beholder. You rolled a 15. You hit. I attack the Beholder. What actually killed me? I'm hit by Inveneration, which is the negative levels. I hit the Beholder. What? I'm just trying to find what killed me. You attempt to save versus Finger of Death. You roll a 1. Save failure. There we go. Alright, see, that's the good part. That was an ideal time to roll a 1. And then my Hireling almost killed it. And if my Hireling had killed it, I would have been able to just be done with it. I'm going to buy a cake because I don't want to do this quest over. And also because, you know, I don't want it to interfere with my crap. So, Rest and Resurrection, Cyberry Spirit Cake. Place order. It's kind of expensive. I'm kind of irritated. Okay, can I get this to never show up again? Thank you. So I'm gonna go out there, use my Cyberry Spirit Cake, and hope for the best. Where's my Cyberry Spirit Cake? Where did it actually go? Okay, it healed both of us. That's cool. Can I get, like, an actual heal, Samuel Merrick? Alright, summon another elemental. Then I'm gonna use you to run interference. Hopefully I don't just roll a 1 again. That was amazing, by the way. 1, just for the record, for, like, my Tibia audience is watching this, is just an auto failure. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 1 is just an auto failure. If you ever roll 1, it's just bam, over. Oh wow, Dexterous +5 ring is actually kind of awesome. The empty colors augment slot is slightly less awesome, but still. Alright folks, so my Tibia people, that was a Beholder. The rest of you, that was Caverns of Korromar. Good quest, good quest. Besides the part where the Beholder killed me because I rolled a 1. An auto failure. Olgar looks ecstatic to see you. Silvius, my heroic friend. Axelrod reports has... There was something I wanted to do and I forgot to. But I must confirm it for myself. Can it possibly be true? You descended into our excavation and slew a Beholder? The misbegotten spawn of Zoriat haunts Korromar no more? The Beholder is dead, but Korromar is still thick with evil. I think you should renounce your ambitions there. Ulfgar smiles broadly. Of course. I shall deliver your opinion to my superiors, along with my very strongest concurrences. I am sure you will see the wisdom of abandoning Korromar. You know, you need never concern yourself about this matter again. And I believe I owe you a fine reward. I'm gonna jump... jeez. I'm gonna actually take this. I'm gonna jump back in there because I wanted to show something. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm gonna go do it on, like, an easier difficulty just because I want to... I'm just trying to showcase something real quick.
Only 2 dwarves can be seen in the survivors' camp. Fortunately, Axelrod appears to be one of them. Pylons
I forgot.
With dim,
there's a way to get up onto this bridge,
walkway
and I
that
forget
bears
what it is.
signs of recent carnage.
Oh, it's actually right over here. I'm just an idiot. I am an idiot. Yeah, I knew there was a way up here. I'm feeling incredibly stupid right now. This is where you need to use the... Oh, and there's actually this over here, too. Afgor was a fierce warrior and a leader of the outpost guards. He swore he'd never give up the fight for his house or run away from an enemy's challenge. I doubt not that he stayed true to his word. So yeah. Up there is where the golden key was used to open up a chest. This is considered like an optional, and these dudes are actually like incredibly tough. so a lot of people don't bother with it. One of them will spawn by the chest, and one of them will spawn behind me.
As you approach the treasure chest, become aware of a dull sense of dread creeping into your thoughts.
Yeah, like on Elite, these dudes are really tough. Tougher than the, like, named ones. But yeah, the chest is currently locked. So I just want to show that, so that you knew what I was talking about when I talked about that gold key. My apologies for forgetting about it in the original time. I actually completely forgot how to get up here. I was positive you had to, like, go inside it somehow at first. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Alright, folks. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook. I'll see you guys later.